Are you a midlife woman who says, I don't feel like myself anymore? And you're most likely Googling, is it hormones, magnesium? Is it perimenopause, menopause? What should I change how I eat? What supplements should I take? If you're doing any of those things and feeling like you don't feel like yourself anymore, you're in the right place. In this video, we're going to discuss why these are great questions. But if we ask the wrong question, we'll never arrive at the right answer. And if you're saying, I don't feel like myself anymore, even though nothing really seemed to change, you're going to uncover what's really happening behind the scenes in this video. My name is Leslie Urbas. I'm a registered dietitian and a personal trainer and a nervous system expert. And what's happening inside your body is that for years, your body has helped protect you and stay strong. You've been in doing it all mode. I'm going to just change this diet. I'm going to switch this thing. And our body has learned very specific patterns of how to stay happy and healthy. The thing is that most of us don't recognize these patterns. And so we go searching for something else to help us. But by asking the wrong question, we'll never arrive at the right answer. So let me show you what I mean. First of all, we have different states in our nervous system that you've probably heard of. Fight, flight, freeze are the ones we mostly know, but we also have fawn and flop. We're going to go over all five of these states, how they would be presenting in your day to day, what you'd be saying to yourself about the symptoms that are going on, and how to help yourself feel better through them. Okay. So if you were, let's say, in the fight state of not feeling like yourself anymore, this doesn't automatically mean we're in anger. It looks like things like irritability, snapping faster than we used to, noise feeling overwhelming, tight jaws, tight shoulders. All of this is just too much. When we're in this state, we're usually Googling, like, why am I so irritable? Is rage a hormone symptom? Do I need progesterone? Is cortisol high? What supplements help mood swings? And again, those are great questions, but we're not asking the right question, which is what's going on underneath this? Your body in a fight state is saying, I'm holding too much. I need a way out. And one of the best ways to do that is through the lion's breath. So, if you've never tried a lion's breath before, what you do is you breathe in through your nose and you exhale through your mouth. And on the exhale, you exhale with the sound like a roar. So, you're going to breathe in and exhale with a roar. Okay? You're going to do that as many times as it takes for you to feel a little bit safer. Even just 1% is enough to feel safer. Okay. Now, what happens if we're in the flight state? Okay. If we're in the flight state here, this is again protection mechanism. I got to get out of here. Okay. We can be here for a long time. This is like overthinking, racing thoughts. I'm awake from 2 to 4 a.m. I can't turn off my brain. We're always going to be one step ahead here. This is typically when we Google, why am I waking up at 3 a.m.? Why do I need magnesium for sleep? What is adrenal fatigue, cortisol imbalance, supplements for anxiety? And again, all these things can help, but we're not asking the right question. And the right question is, how do I help myself release from this flight, from scanning for tigers? Okay. Because basically, when we're in that overthinking mode, we are looking for the tigers in the room. What have I missed? Okay. So here's how you can scan your room to make it safer for you. You look around your room and name five things you see, like pillow, table, TV, picture frame, and trampoline. Okay. And after you name five things, moving slowly, your nervous system can understand, oh, there's no tiger because I could not list those things and have a tiger next to me. My brain would be focused on how do I get away from the tiger. But when we're overthinking or we're unable to sleep, our flight is still there. We're trying to solve all the problems at once. Okay. Now, how would this show up if we were in freeze or even functional for freeze? I find this one surprise women the most because it doesn't feel crazy. It feels like brain fog, decision fatigue, feeling stuck, low motivation, not knowing what you want anymore. Like I used to always say, I know I'm hungry, but I don't know what I want to eat, right? Feeling disconnected from yourself. So what do we Google here? Why do I feel numb? Is brain fog hormonal? Do I need estrogen? Why can't I focus anymore? Why am I so tired but not sleeping any better? And hormones, while all hormones can be a part of this picture, there's a lot also going under the surface, which is like, what has our body been running on? Is it in too much protection? And so when I start to have these questions or have these symptoms show up, one of the things I do is I place a hand on my heart and a hand on my belly, and I breathe in through my nose, exhale through my mouth with a slow inhale and a longer exhale, allowing my body to know I'm safe. Again, we cannot shift our breathing on purpose when we are actually in a detrimental situation. Okay. So that's what we do when we're in the freeze. Now, what about fawn state? Fawn is our people pleaser, former people pleaser here. This is where we stay safe by being agreeable and looking to take care of everyone. So this is like a woman, like everybody else has to be taken care of. I don't want to ask for help. I have to say yes to everything that comes my way. I feel responsible when my kids' emotions aren't met or my husband's emotions aren't met. I lose track of what I need. And right here, we typically Google, why am I so overwhelmed by everyone? Why can't I say no? Is burnout hormonal? Why am I so exhausted? And here's the thing. Our body learned to stay safe by making everyone else around us safe. So what do we need to do here? We just need to shift and ask ourselves, what do we need? Now, if you're anything like me, asking myself what I need sounds completely terrible, right? So I had to ground in safety first. So I started with the hand on my heart and a hand on my lower belly, taking deep breaths, signaling to my body safety, and then asking, Leslie, what do you need in this moment? Okay. As I did that, I was able to get better answers from my body. Again, if you ask the wrong question, you're going to arrive at the wrong answer. So we just have to hear better from our body. Last but not least is the flop state. This is how sometimes protection shows up when women say things like, I'm exhausted, I can't think, I don't want to decide anything, I just want to lie down, I'm done. Women here will most likely Google, why am I so tired? Do I need iron? Is this my thyroid? Why do I have no energy? What supplements help fatigue, right? And again, those are all great questions, but we don't need often just these other things. We need restoration. And what can help here mostly is deep belly breathing, placing one hand on our chest, that one hand on our belly, that as we breathe now, we're going to breathe in for a really long inhale as we push our belly out like a Santa and feel our belly come out. As we exhale, we're going to pull our belly all the way back in, down as low as we can, right? Like I'm stuck in bending over at the beach. I'm going to do that multiple times because it's going to signal to my vagus nerve, I am safe. So as you've heard me say here, we have fight, flight, freeze, fawn, and flop. And all of these things can be things that we're saying. It's not just hormones. It's not just let's get another plan. It's also addressing the root cause. Because if we don't address the root cause, we're only band-aiding what's there, right? It's like, okay, well, the foundation of my house is really messed up, but I'm just going to build another beautiful house on it. No, we're going to knock down the foundation, right? And so most of us will feel these states all day long. We'll go in and out of them, okay? And it's totally normal. But instead of continuing to search for hormones, supplements, protocols, which are a layer of the picture, when you can go to the root surface and hear what it is your body needs, you'll arrive at an answer faster, more efficient, and where you want to be. And this is what a midlife body reconnection session with me does. It goes under the symptoms. It goes to what's going on in the life. It goes into what are these things going on that's there? What are tools that can help us build into safety and allow us to feel like ourselves so we can arrive at the right answer. Maybe it is a supplement, maybe it is hormones, but we're not going to arrive at the right answer and get the result that we want without starting with our basic solution. So this is where we want to start. So instead of guessing and trying new plans, go below, read about a body reconnection session. I would love to chat with you. Also, if this video helped you in any way, please like and share it with a friend that could also understand a little bit more about what's going on in her body below the surface. While hormones, supplements, and all these things can help us, we do still need to be addressing our root to get the results we want. All right, I will see you on our next video. Bye for now.